This is our psychedelic, tropical and boho chic apartment that we have poured our hearts into.
Along with a lot of stuff. Weird stuff, some might say.
But it's not just an apartment, it's our home and who we are.
And as you can see, we're not perfect. But nevertheless, we're extending you the invitation to step inside our sanctuary located here in the remote and tropical paradise of Madeira Island.
I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
We have spent the last 5 years carefully handpicking every single piece of furniture, item and object.
We started in Lisbon with just one office chair and 5 moving boxes shipped from Denmark, where we had sold everything.
Since then, we have slowly accumulated enough stuff to fill this big, beautiful home, where we have 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a big living room that extends to our, as you can imagine, happy place.
We're gonna show you Amalia's legendary IKEA cabinet, why there is a tiger on the floor, why we have an industrial ice maker, and so much more. But first, coffee time.
You guys know that we're soon moving into our new villa.
We made our almost complete video 6 months ago, so a lot of you are probably wondering what's going on.
Actually, a whole lot is going on. They have all their men on working on our house right now, which is good because it looks like we might be moving in mid-January, and I hope so because we have all the furniture for the new house right here in Madeira right now.
And that's why we thought it's time to make a house tour of our apartment here in Funchal, because we lived here for 3 years and we haven't really showed the full thing. So what a day to do that.
It's probably to no surprise that this is our favorite area in the entire house. I mean, the light out here in the morning is incredible, and it's a very cool place for us to hang out with friends. We can literally seat 15 people out here.
We actually also waited to make this house tour until winter, because during winter the sun is low on the south side of the island, so we get this incredible morning sunrise. During summer, we don't see it. So this light here is why I probably love winter the most on Madeira Island. But Amalie, where do we start?
I guess it makes sense to start where our days start, which is in the bedroom. And everyone would say this is where the magic happens, but really, that's usually also true. You know? Hi Lara! Skal der hygges?
Ooh, this is Lara's morning routine, but reversed. When we say psychedelic, tropical, and boho chic, I think our living room and balcony kind of wraps that into one little cake. I'm not the interior designer, Amalie is. So Amalie, how would you put those 3 words into one description?
As an interior designer, this is the worst business card that you can probably have, because I feel like we broke every single rule with this house, but there is a term for it. You could call it eclectic, which is like the style where nothing makes sense and everything meets, you know?
If it wasn't for me, would you live here like this?
Absolutely not. But actually, the reason why this is a colorful home is only or mainly because of the chandelier. Because I saw this chandelier online on Pinterest, and as soon as we got this, we were like, okay, now the house is gonna be psychedelic and colorful.
I love it.
We slowly added colors, and then we painted the walls, which was a big one for me because I love a plain white wall. And then we got small things, you know, we got this pillow, and then the big DIY project that looks horrible up close but very good from a distance is this one.
I have dubbed this Amalia's legendary cabinet.
It took me 5 months to actually create this, and I didn't have to build it. It's an IKEA cabinet. I just had to paint it, but it was a paint in the ass. In one day, I spilled half of my blue paint and half of the primer all over the garage floor.
I love it, but when you start to go a little bit close.
This is actually you who put this on. This is literally the story of Jon and Amalie.
Box of Lol was a game me and Amalie designed when we met each other. It's a dating game where you and your partner each pick a category. Food could be from Cape Verde, Uganda, Japan, and then you have the theme here. So imagine a 1920s theme with Ugandan food. We never got around to make this into a business, but don't steal it.
Hopefully one day we will have the whole cabinet filled with more of this kind.
I want it in gold. This is an homage to my motherland, Faroe Islands.
It's actually your fatherland.
Green peas, Please don't be angry. It's so beautiful. Mwah. This empty bottle of mezcal marks the end of my sobriety in Mexico last year.
Jon, don't get drunk.
Medicina Ancestral. And it's a representation of Amelia's sometime funny way of expressing herself in English. Amelia made an incredibly rich and flavorsome dish today. Jon ate the whole fucking thing without sharing.
Which is absolutely true.
We left Denmark 5 years ago, but never forget where you came from. And I have this reminder throughout the apartment.
And just as much as we care about where we came from, we also care about where we ended. And this plate is literally an homage to Portugal, because we have collected a bunch of plates from different areas in Portugal during our travels.
Didn't the inspiration come from our visit to Six Senses in Douro?
Yes, I saw this in Six Senses and I was like, wait a minute, they made something very old and classical look super cool. So I was like, we're gonna do the same.
This is the only true piece of artwork we have in the shape of a painting. This was actually a Portuguese artist, Cristina Diaz, and this was during the pandemic. And I think this represents so many things of our society today.
It's also called Strange Times. Why is there a tiger on the floor?
So we had a Halloween party a few years ago, and Amelia was Carol Baskin, I was Tiger King. You said the magic happens in the bedroom, but you are such a good chef that I would say the real magic is in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's how bad our... But it is true, this is actually one of my favorite places because I love cooking. And when you stand here chopping or baking or whatever, I always look at the ocean. And I feel like that's one of the coolest things about this apartment. But I must say that when we moved in here, I did not like the kitchen, the style of the kitchen. I thought it was a little boxy and bland and not very nice looking. So we have done some few changes to make it look a little bit more homey. And one of them is that I made this. It doesn't look perfect because I'm definitely not a craftsman.
I think it looks pretty perfect, to be honest.
It looks nice.
The only thing I know how to operate here is a coffee machine. I'm not kidding you when I say I just recently found out where everything is here in the kitchen. And we've been living here for 3 years.
But do you know where everything is?
Okay, test me.
The weight for cooking. No. Baking gear. It's visible.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, you found it. And to be honest, I'm actually pretty happy that you don't know where everything is, because if you spend a lot of time out here, it would be a miss. And I like my order and things.
Your order, you're like a clinical psychopath. You're just like Patrick Bateman in American Psycho.
Don't tell me you enjoy working with children, okay?
Me and Amelia, we're yin and yang. Amelia, she wants order and organization. I want chaos. Here's a little slideshow. When I was filming this, I was kind of shocked with myself. I'm like, oh my God, everything I am in control of is a fucking nuclear bomb site. This is the best representation of me and Amelia being different. Amelia, she is such an insane human being that she color coordinates her clothes on the racks, and she even does it when she dries our laundry. But I'm also insane. Sometimes if I can't find what I need in one of the drawers, I'm like, it has to be here. So what I do is that in my pure anger, I take all of it down and I'm like...
Jon, please don't, because I make it nice every time. Stop.
That's what I was looking for. And then I will normally just leave it as it is. It's actually because Lara, she really enjoys it. And Amelia, she actually does the bed every morning as if we're living at a hotel. Or as if, Amelia, she's working at a hotel, I should say.
But don't you appreciate... Jon. It's really nice, right? I can't believe you did that.
I think one of the things that I appreciate the most about this apartment is laying here in bed in the morning and then just looking out on the view, because it is honestly amazing. Like, we're in 170 meters altitude here, so it's essentially like living on 50th floor.
Du gør det ikke igen, fordi så er det ikke sjovt. When we say we have a psychedelic house, it does not apply to this room. This is very boho, very chic, very chill, because I believe in a bedroom you don't want too much going on. So this is one of our most precious art pieces actually in the house. It's made by a Belgian artist who is also an OG follower. His name is Frederick Geisen. And he made this as an homage to our relationship, how he saw us together. Yeah.
The mask. Amalie, din psykopat.
It looks better now. Our master suite is very much supposed to feel like a spa. That's like the whole idea of it. That's why we have the greenery, we have nice products, and you have all this out here, which is literally a bathing room. When we first moved here, I would lay here and I would look out at the ocean. But then now we have people living downstairs, so I actually covered the whole thing. Jorn, du kan ikke smide dem, så går de i stykker. Man kan godt se, det ikke er dig, der gør noget herhjemme. It does look nice.
People like to call me crazy because I need a bidet, but I call people crazy too because why are we not using a bidet every single time we've done number 2? This is such a beautiful way to clean yourself, save the rainforest, and money on toilet paper budget.
You don't use toilet paper before?
No.
What do you mean?
There's something between my legs that I'm quite embarrassed about. How are we allowing this to...
We're just lazy. The laziness continues throughout the apartment.
I was supposed to fix this 3 years ago. Uh-oh. This was supposed to be thrown out 3 years ago. Amalie, it's embarrassing. 3 years in the making. Does not work.
But we do sit here quite a lot because we actually got a TV.
It's actually this one. No. When it's off, it looks like a painting. So you can pick a ton of different designs. Like we have a huge library of art.
Can I tell you something? You should actually do commercials for them because you are doing a very nice advertisement right now.
But look how it looks like a painting.
It looks like a painting.
It's amazing. I love this TV, and we have one for our new house as well, and it's 75 inches. It's taller than me.
These chairs do not fit the rest of our house, but we are stuck with them because we bought some chairs 2 years ago, and 6 months later they broke.
I love our dining table.
Yeah, me too.
I think
it's very durable.
It's a cold contrast to a warm home, and I think that's why it works so well.
Jon, for some reason, think this is a great idea, and I don't understand why. But I like the design, which is why it still stands there.
And you're probably wondering, what the hell is it? And we will tell you, but we want to keep you until the end of the video. But what we can talk about now is this little puppy here, because this is our water system. We haven't had tap water for many years. So what we're doing now is that we buy still plastic bottle, and then we have charcoal sticks that we put down in the water, and this absorbs all the toxins. After we started doing this, I've lost 7 kilos now. I have the strategy of having my mess here always, so Amalie, she just can't stand being here. Which actually works because just now I'm having a mild panic attack. I'm a little bit embarrassed to show this side of me because I know all of you think I'm perfect. If you can try to not focus on the mess, focus on this, because I have one successful DIY project I just installed. You ready? What's happening, Nada?
I actually think your main issue, Jon, is your shopaholicness. We have packages coming all the time and they're never for me.
The hammock.
Wow, that was fast. You buy so much stupid stuff. Yes.
Lara's backpack.
You're ready to be a dad. I can see that now.
Two for you. Yes. Coffee.
Okay.
It's a love tuna. I swear I don't have a problem. Musical instrument. Ow.
Tonight you give everything all right.
We love instruments. Air purifier. This is a yoga mat, Amalie. For this, it goes into your neck and then it stimulates something. You can pick frequencies. So I have one that's like focus. So you put your watch on it and then it's like artwork. Blue light, Amalie. If you have mosquito bites, look, I'm growing my own chili plants here. It's a dash cam and it's super useful in the car.
I will say that one is actually useful. We've been using it.
You have all the weight categories in one.
Jon, you have to stop this. It's too much.
But it's an ozone machine. Let's put this up.
What is it? It's the hammock?
We already received that. It's like a new iPhone. It's the best tool for couples who work together because now, Amalie, she can stand here.
No, I will stand here. This is my part.
Amalie, gider du ikke rydde op her, så vi...
I...
Please, altså vi er nødt til at få det her til at se ordentligt ud.
I'm filming you. What do you want? Talking about all the things you buy, Jon, but you don't use.
Have you seen that program called
Hoarders?
Yes.
Yeah, that's you.
This is my kitchen. My favorite room in the house.
But this is our garage. Here in my garage. What have you done, Celso? Happy birthday, Celso.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Obrigado.
It's the best chicken in the world.
No, I'm a catch.
Dude, this is a Wendy's restaurant.
Now Amalie has no excuses not to work.
Jon, this joke is getting so old. I'm the one working. You're just making videos.
What do you love here?
The color on the wall and the plants and our Portuguese illustrations. I wish I loved the treadmill more than I do, but I don't really love it.
I never really have been in love with the office.
Really?
Yeah, it's like there's something missing. I don't know if it's the blue on the wall that's a bit too cold. I don't know if it's because it's always a mess.
I think that's what it is.
I feel like I need a big monitor here, but I started to Kung Fu. Okay. This is also my bathroom, because Amalie won't allow me to use the master bedroom.
That's not true. You never clean it after you, and then it's a mess when I go out there, which I don't like.
There's no calcium in the water here, so it doesn't really leave any
Okay, that's not true.
Yes,
Let me demonstrate, because yours...
Beep.
Prøv at se det her. Fyldt med skjolder. I always clean it.
But imagine how much time I've saved over the years.
Not a lot.
Taking an ice bath without sharing it with your friends is like flying business class without putting it on Instagram. We are so unlucky that we live here in Madeira, where it's super warm, so we need to buy an industrial ice machine to get cold water. But if you live in a colder place like Denmark, where we're going soon, you should get one of these ice tubs, because filling it with water will make it super cold by itself, as long as it's outside. And if you use our code, Stay Classy, you get 15% off. Amalie, what's the best thing about ice bath?
Better sleep for me. So our guest room is our final room, and this room is a little bit similar to our bedroom, but it also has some color from the office. But we actually thought about not having a guest room in this house. We were like, okay, let's just have a gym or a second office. But then all of a sudden we started having people visiting, and now we almost have people non-stop here. But I like this space, and it makes it so much more fun to actually have visitors, because they have their own section. So if you have spent a lot of time with your family, they can retire to this room, and it doesn't feel cramped because it's in the other end of the house. Initially we went for this like super tropical Bali style with this room, because we have this amazing bed that is handmade in Bali. But then I got these photos which are not fitting into the boho style at all, so we had to make it eclectic and mix in some colors and make it still kind of boho but not really boho.
It does make sense to me that we have guests all the time, because this is a really nice guest room. I mean, you sit here in the afternoon and you can actually tan, and it's just so wild that we're sitting here in the end of November and it's just so warm and sunny. We put this grass, this fake grass here, to add a little bit of vibe, because this apartment is equipped with composite flooring, and composite is something the devil has invented.
One thing that's sad about our balcony is that we don't use it other than in the morning.
It's just a bad habit, really, that we don't use it more. It's like, you know, you're always on the computer working instead of taking this break and saying, okay, no phones, no computer, now we eat together. Okay, so Amalie, she's over getting some dessert, and it's my job to convert this into cuddle mode. Usually Amalie does this because I don't have the touch, as my father used to say. But look at this! The only problem is that it's kind of broken. What? Hulk! Yes! Whoa, whoa! Okay, fuck this shit. But look at the evening here, it's so beautiful. As you can tell, we went for most obnoxious Instagram setup.
We're filming a video for YouTube and we make it look like we're that kind of couple who actually eat cookies and play backgammon on the balcony. No, I don't trust the nuts that I made. Stop.
Guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. What is this? It is, in fact, a machine for people who are scared of Wi-Fi. And that's what happens when you go and spend time on Instagram.
So if you hold this near your genitals, you see how much this can actually affect you and lower your testosterone. So if I put this out of airplane mode, you see this jumping.
This company convinced me that 800 euros would solve the problem. Guys, we're gonna go on a cruise ship now. Thank you for watching.
See you on the boat. Bye.